Ladies and gentlemen, the social housing program. You know, so Desmond Mckenzie clap back. Yeah, man. But we want to give the full picture of this story. So we're going to start from the beginning. Alright? Let's go. Check this out. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen.
Along Jamaica, we see the government handing over these homes to the poor and indigent. You mean to tell me that at the end of the day, these homes does not belong to the people? So all the land title them with them assign and make the people them assign land title. You mean to tell me say it does not belong to them at the end of the day? Eh? So the whole program and the indigent housing program, all the ribbon Andrew are cut and I give out land title and I give out keys. Jamaica, me can't catch myself when I listen to this, Jamaica people.
The houses remains the property of the municipal corporation.
The houses remain the property of the municipal corporations. Listen.
So if someone dies, the municipality retains the right of the house and it is passed on to someone who is in need.
If someone dies, it's passed on to someone in need. The municipality take back the rights or has the rights, so they will control the house. All right?
There is no duplication of the services provided by the Ministry of Local Government.
You hear that, Jamaica? What kind of shit in a plate this me I hear this afternoon? So all the keys them where Andrew give out to the people them answer them own homes. You mean if tell me say it belong to them? So God forbid somebody drop out. No relative can get the house. The house have to return to the government. Mighty God of Daniel, Jamaica, me can't catch myself this afternoon. Them something here. No, some them not right. Me not get it. Somebody explain it to me. You know, hear Desmond Mckenzie say the houses them no belong to the people, it belong to the government. Mighty God. The man said the house no belongs to you, it belongs to the government. So in case somebody passed away, the house will return to the government and they go find another indigent person to put in the house. So basically, once again, the Jamaica Labour Party have deceived the people of this country and make them sign away them land and collect title and keys to house and make it seem like it belong to them. Mighty God!
Alright, so that was the video that came out and this was Andrew Holness' response.
And some of you may have seen, not just
Hold on there, what going on there, sir?
I'm deeply disturbed by the
God.
Jamaica people no come here because
and some of you may have seen.
So why? I saw TikTok still. You can't zoom in.
And some of you may have seen not just a mischievous, but a malicious social media post, which would suggest that somehow this program is giving the houses and then taking them back.
Jamaica.
I'm deep.
People who just have to go work with the small screen because I don't really understand why I can't zoom in. Let's just hear the information.
And some of you may have seen not just a mischievous, but a malicious social media
like
post,
and share the video, people,
which would suggest that somehow this program is giving the houses and then taking them back. Despicable. And you know why it is despicable? Because it was specifically crafted to target a program that is delivering good. And some of you may have a program that is delivering good benefit to the people of Jamaica. Why? They are trying to tear down this program for political gain. But you know what the real disgusting thing is? They are playing up on the ignorance of people. Because even people who we would usually ascribe intelligence to, people who are well-read, people who are educated but can't overcome their biases, would have seen the stupid social media post and without checking, without verifying, without applying even a tinge of skepticism, would have accepted it because it plays into their bias, looking for something to criticize.
Don't worry yourself, Andrew. We are going to do the research because we got all the information. Don't worry yourself.
When nothing is there. And so it plays upon ignorance. Ignorance.
First of all, Andrew, big up yourself, bro, God, and thanks for the free publicity, but there's nothing despicable or ignorant about the post. All was said was reiterating what your minister of local government said. Exactly. The man said the houses them not belong to the people, and God forbid if somebody should pass away, that house will be given to somebody else less fortunate and in need. Nothing was added, nothing was subtracted.
Exactly.
But thanks to the free publicity, Prime Minister Andrew Holness, right? But what you have caused now, right, is for so many persons to see this clip that you post on your page, and now my DM is filled with threats thanks to you, Prime Minister of Jamaica. So I just come here to let Jamaica know, if anything should happen to Dre Bryan within the next 24 hours or beyond, the Jamaica Labour Party is responsible, and the Prime Minister of Jamaica is responsible. Because all I did was to reiterate what his Minister of Local Government had said. No lies told, nothing malicious. So thanks to you, Prime Minister Andrew Holness, if anything should happen to me within the next 24 hours, you is responsible, and your Jamaica Labour
They're responsible. Right? Oh Lord, come on.
Party operatives are responsible. I have been getting
Alright.
Jamaica people come to address the labor right.
Pause right there, so. So, them responsible, ladies and gentlemen. I want to hear what the man say. Make we hear this. I must can zoom in now.
Jamaica people may come to address the labor rights them over Westmoreland this evening. In particular, the councillor for the Cornwall Mountain Division, Miss Danet Foster Allen, likewise the MP George Wright, or should I say independent MP George Wright. Jamaica, the Prime Minister say Miss Patricia aka movie star finally get her house, and we must join him on him platform today and watch him cut the ribbon. But I want to know the new social housing program where Andrew go around and give out, what makes you qualify to get one of those houses? Because when you look for movie star Patricia, me get to understand say she did get burn out in a 2020, but me not understand that because she get burn out means say you automatically go qualify for your house. Because if Michael Leachin house burn down a morning, that not mean say if you get one house from the government tomorrow. So me want to know, because when you look on this a woman, you nothing about her poor and destitute. She bleached from top to bottom. She have $250,000 wig on her head. She have grill in her mouth and braces.
People, bleaching not cheap, you know. Bleaching not cheap. Alright.
Span teeth, her rubbings turn up. Me no understand she always dally down. Yeah, fingernail and them something. They say me want know about her poor and destitute. How she come by one of them indigent house here? We need to know. Councillor Danet Foster Allen, come tell the people in Westmoreland. Oh! You managed to give this lady a free house.
Really
now bash you. You follow me, me follow you. But the people in Westmoreland need answers. And we are calling on you, Miss Danet Foster Allen, for the Cornwall Mountain Division. Oh, movie star come by one of them house and she not pour down nobody else. Come, tell the people them done it.
Just
Come.
know still.
Because it better you come clean and tell the people them say she's a stand supporter of the Jamaica Labour Party.
Right.
And I want to make sure set her up before no come out of power about this, no right? Something, no right? Yes, sir, done it, Faster Allen. Come tell the people them what makes you qualify for one of them new social housing program house. We no bad mind. So come clear it up. We want to know. And Westmoreland people them want to know. Oh, she come by one of them house and she not pour down nobody else. Come talk to me, darn it. How it go?
How it go? So, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of questions surrounding the actual indigent program. And since them gonna make the thing viral, even more questions is being asked. Now, after I press did that video, I tell you, Mama now play with them, you know, as usual. She bring the receipts, and guess what? We get some other receipts from our next vlogger. Big up Jamaica Carlos. You understand? Because I know we credit where credit is due.
He was interviewed. On the year where the man say, you have to have your own land.
Hold on the people.
You have to have your own land for the unit built.
Gone too far.
Come down now.
When the sun is rising in the east,
Gone too far.
night falls in the west. Stay on the lookout because markets never sleep.
No, you're misleading the people. Mighty God.
Cliff Hughes get exposed to, you know. Yeah, man, she exposed Cliff Hughes. Cliff Hughes get exposed. I swear to God, him get exposed. Alright? So you know what's saying clap back. Me read this already? Oh no, let me go to this first. I have the article here already and waiting. I believe I did. Didn't I? Damn, I thought I did. Desmond Mckenzie. Clap back. Yeah, man, the boss clap back wicked, man. Oh no. Delroy Chuck said they deserve third term. Good for him too. But what you deserve? Deserve what? When you listen to this, y'all, my people. Here, Desmond Mckenzie.
I see them put out that thing about me, about the indigent housing program. I Prime Minister Social Housing Program. Once it is built on government property, if something go wrong, then it is the responsibility of the government to look about it. Those persons who find their own property and come in and it's illegitimate, we never tell nobody that we are going to take nothing from them. What they're trying to do is to create scandal and mischief. Lie.
So according to Desmond Mckenzie, him clap back and say the people want to lie upon him. Listen to the next audio.
What we have done is that we have lifted the standard of the houses that we have built. Right here in Central Kingston, we put in furniture in the house. We give people decent housing. And we never tell nobody that we are going to put them out. But all they want to do is to find something to criticize the government about and create mischief. On labor rights, you must understand the message that the housing program of this government has been nothing but outstanding.
So according to me, it has been nothing but outstanding. He's shouting, you know, but that doesn't really work. You get what I'm saying? Like, shouting not going to stop the questions. We have more questions, more than answers from you. First you say you're going to take away the house, and then you say the people that own their land is different, which you never differentiated that in your first interview that exposed all of this. But we're gonna give you that. Let's continue.
That live in their country anymore, all them care about is one man and taxpayer money. One man. It is really sad. It is really, really sad when I see these labor rights, when me hear them, yeah, wanna sound stupid, wanna make people all over the world look on uno, have sense, labor right, have sense for once in our life, have sense, man. Jesus mercy, me people, hear this.
In Central Kingston.
I see them put out that thing about me, about the indigent. It is the who tell no land.
comes down to.
Lie them lie.
Desmond Mckenzie. So this is what it comes down to, ladies and gentlemen. Under the indigent program, those people are housed entirely on government property.
My wisdom warriors.
Only hear what Cliff you say? Those people are housed entirely on government property. Look at the evidence that Atafa Press is going to present in front of you right now. Read what it says. The indigent program in Jamaica provides homes to people who are poor and vulnerable. The program is run by ministers of local government and community development. How does it work? The Poor Relief Department at each municipality screen applicants. Applicants must show that they own the land where the house will be built. Cliff Hughes is exposed. Cliff Hughes is exposed for this. This particular thing, the website says that. Not me, not Bolo VNR. That is a screenshot of the website, ladies and gentlemen. It says applicants must show that they own the land where the house will be built, or they have the legal right to live there. The program builds concrete houses with basic amenities. So that kills their argument. Now, if this is true that we're looking at on the screen, ladies and gentlemen, if that is true, let me put it up for you because you can't see bottom part, right? If this is true that we're seeing on the screen, when Desmond Mckenzie said that when the person is no longer with us, that the government takes responsibility for the house and obviously the land that it's on. You see where the confusion comes in? You see where, I know he made a statement and then Cliff Hughes is going to say it is simple. It is built on government land, so therefore the government owns it. But I even have a problem with that. Why is the government, even if it was built on government land, why is the government building the house and then taking it back? People don't have families. They're not supposed to have family when they get a government house. So you expect the person to live with their family in the house, and when the person that is no longer with us, their family should no longer have a home. You see how the JLP is not winning in any way, shape, or form in this conversation? It don't sound good and it don't look good. Them not ready.
You see what Cliff Hughes just said? That is a lie. Go and do on a research. Then if them hoes on government property, Cliff Hughes, come here, call out a name on this. Want to go and check the website. This is what the government of Jamaica put out. Them say the indigent housing program in Jamaica provides homes to people who are poor or vulnerable. The program is run by the Ministry of Local Government and Community Development. How does it work? So I tell you how it works. Number one, it said the Poor Relief Department at each municipal corporation screen applicants. Number two, applicants must show that they own the land where the house will be built, or that they have the legal right to live there. Wanna hear that? My people wanna go and do a research. Cliff Hughes, stop bring out wrong information out here. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it for one mouse. Remember that you just say a while ago in a Cliff Hughes. My people, hear what I'm just say.
Under the indigent program, those people are housed entirely on government property. Yes? As against people under the Social Housing Initiative, who put up their own land and the government builds on it. It is theirs forever. And those who proposed and circulated knew that. They would have known that. But no, that's not the objective. You see, truth is now a casualty. So long as it suits us, yeah, run it.
So Cliff Hughes, with this one we are reading for the screen and I shoot and make somebody make up this. Cliff Hughes is exposed, ladies and gentlemen. Damn.
Embarrassing.
He needs some milk.
I'm gonna take it a step further. I want you to pay attention to my screen now because I got this earlier. These are some screenshots from their website. It says, according to recent information, if you are no longer with us receiving a house through Jamaican new social housing program, the land and the house would legally pass on to your designated heirs as you would fully own the property, meaning your family would inherit it as per your will or the Jamaican inheritance laws if you don't have one. The government does not retain ownership rights in the case, right? If you are unalived after receiving the Jamaica indigenous social house, the land typically reverts back to the government or the relevant municipality corporations, as these houses are considered to be owned by the government, not the individual recipient under the indigenous housing program, meaning your land would not pass on to your heirs upon your death. Jamaica indigenous housing programs provide homes to low-income Jamaicans, but there are controversies over ownership rights. All houses are constructed on land provided by beneficiaries. A core requirement for receiving a social housing, social house under the National Housing, the NSHP. This includes the land ownership, long-term lease, or grant permission, supported by legitimate claims such as a deed of gift. Key points to remember: land ownership requirements. Most social housing programs in Jamaica, including the indigent housing program, mandate that applicants must have land ownership or legal tenure to be considered for a housing unit. No, according to the information, you generally cannot qualify for social housing, indigent housing in Jamaica without owning land, as most programs require beneficiaries to provide the land on which the house will be built, meaning you need to have land ownership or a legal lease to be eligible. To qualify for the social housing program, individuals must be registered under the Poor Relief Act, demonstrating extreme poverty and inability to provide for themselves, typically verified through the local poor relief department by providing supporting documents like a letter from the Member of Parliament or Justice of the Peace proving their their dire housing needs and lack of alternative options. Who qualifies for the indigent housing program? Vulnerable individuals or families living in poor and unsafe conditions, people with severe health issues and no employment prospects. Yes, the land is a core requirement for receiving a social house in Jamaica, indigent housing program. This can be through land ownership, long-term lease, or granted permission. So by all indication, ladies and gentlemen, you have to have land to qualify for the social housing program. Let's continue.
So my wisdom warriors, honestly say a lie. Cliff Hughes I tell. Cliff Hughes, go do your research. Go do your research.
Damn
People
shit.
are not fool. You just say indigent. Jesus, boy, them wicked, you know, boy. Me don't know, you know. Hey, me really and truly don't understand Uno. Me don't understand Uno. Uno need to go and do no research, brother. Go and do no research. It is on government website. So me have the information right here. Me people, Uno just take a look and read it. It said the indigent housing program in Jamaica provides home to people who are poor or vulnerable. The program is run by the Ministry of Local Government and Community Development. How does it work? The poor relief departments at each municipal corporation screen applicants. That are number one. Number two, applicants must show that they own the land where the house will be built. So what you said a while ago, Cliff Hughes, that is incorrect. That is incorrect. You are misleading the Jamaican people. I have to come down now. You are misleading the people. Mighty God. One thing with me, you know, me do my research, you know. Me do my research. Look, it said the applicants must show that they own the land where the house will be built or that they have the legal right to live there. And at the same thing, Andrew Holness came out and said, when Andrew Holness was talking about the housing, the social housing program, at the same thing, Andrew Holness come out and say, and Desmond Mckenzie say it all the time, own a mouth. So when I see Desmond Mckenzie and I hear him talk to the people, to the labor rights, and I lie to them, and then the labor rights, them a cheer him on, I don't understand. What is wrong with you, Jamaican people, at 2025? Stop make them tricky and fool you. No, sir. Cliff Hughes, you need to come down now. You need to come down now. Because you're a traditional media and you're misleading the Jamaican people. You're misleading them. Me want to hear what Desmond Mckenzie say out of him own mouth. Hear this.
Ready to immigrate to Canada? Get a personal expert assessment of the best Canadian visa options for your
Indigent housing, we're mere assistance. So you provide a sheet of zinc, a door, or something like that. And I've seen over the years the plight of many persons, indigent persons, who are actually registered as indigent on the poor relief roll of government, because there is a poor relief system that goes around, does the necessary investigations. And if they can't provide an house, they would pay rent, because that is a part of the whole indigent program. In 2016, when I became the minister, I sat with the Most Honorable Prime Minister and I spoke with him as to what I believe would have been a program that could at least offer some level of assistance to persons on the indigent roll. And he gave his support. In early 2016, we started with 2 houses in Clarendon. And since then, we have gone beyond 2 houses. We are almost going close now to 150 units that has been constructed or in the process of being concluded in terms of the work that is taking place. And I must tell you something, I have seen it. I have felt the pain, because most of the cases I have gone and have visited the location before. So I do have an appreciation of what existed before, the conditions that existed. And I can tell you it is a sense of being able to do something to afford someone the opportunity of having a proper roof over their heads. And the government since 2016 has given full support to the program. We provide the funds from the Equalization Fund, and that is a source of funding that is in the Ministry of Local Government. And for the last couple of years, we have gotten funds from the Consolidated Fund. And that is why we have been able to improve the housing over the years. So we have moved from 1-bedroom studio to 2 bedrooms. Now we have gone to 3 bedrooms. We are building multi-family units that is catering for many Jamaicans right across the country. So every parish in Jamaica has benefited from the social indigent housing program of the government of Dr. Andrew Holness. And I'm really proud of what we have been able to accomplish and the many lives that we have touched and changed.
I'm happy that you've shed some light on it, and I would have wanted you to delve a little bit more into the program itself, since it was started by your ministry.
Okay, what the program does, as I said before, persons can apply. They are investigated by the poor relief officers. They must have the land.
You must have the what? Where you say I want my boss?
Yes. By the poor relief officers. They must have the land to build the units. They must have the land to build the units. They must have the land to build the unit.
So hold on there, Mr. Mckenzie. I really gonna know. So if they must have the land to build the units for the indigenous housing program, how in the world under God green earth you take up yourself and tell Jamaica where you would tell Jamaica? How in the world you do that, my boss? Remember what you say now? I could find where him this say.
So all along Jamaica, we see the government. So Mr.
Hold on there. No, sir.
And some of you may have seen.
Sure. Yo, it done mess up my transition, man.
So all
Right
along
there, so.
Jamaica, we see the government of the day. Jamaica, me can't catch myself on no list. Does not belong to the people.
Remains.
No listen to this, Jamaica people.
The houses remains the property of the municipal corporations. So if someone die, the municipality retains the right of the house and it is passed on to someone who is in need. There is no duplication of the services provided by the Ministry of Local Government.
You hear that, Jamaica? What kind of shit in a plate this?
So, hear the man say a while ago, ladies and gentlemen. And
must have the land to build the units. They must have the land. Must apply.
Ministry to delve a little bit more into the program itself, since it was started by your ministry.
Okay, what the program does, as I said before, persons can apply. They are investigated by the poor relief officers. They must have the land to build the units.
So if they must have the land to build a unit, my general, how comes?
So all along Jamaica, we see the government and the indigent housing give out land title and give out keys. Jamaica, me can't catch myself on no listen to this, Jamaica people.
The houses remains the property of the municipal corporations. So if someone die, the municipality retains the right of the house and it is passed on to someone who is in need. There is no duplication.
What me want to know is, how you going to take the rights of the house when you said this a while ago?
They must have the land to build the units. They must have the land to build the unit.
The people them that is applying for the indigenous housing program must have the land to build the units. So how in our God's green earth, Desmond Mckenzie, you are going to say the municipalities is going to control the land. Remember you say son me, say my general. Yeah, they pan tape right there, so you know. When say an indigenous housing program him talk about, you know. Him never say social housing program, you know. So make we go and hear what him say again.
You've shed some light on it, and I would have wanted to delve a little bit more into the program itself, since it was started by your ministry.
Okay, what the program does, as I said before, persons can apply. They are investigated by the poor relief officers. They must have the land to build the units. They must have the land to build the units. They must have the land to build the unit.
Hey, big up at 5 Press. Remember me tell you that. Remember me tell you that. Oi! You better go watch that video again when me a play. That video with at 5 Press though. Oh, you need to make that video go viral. Me not talk with no water in my mouth. Me I make sure some put a me a copy link and put in a chat right now. Like right now. This a video have to go viral. Talk about journalistic work. You go watch the video by yourself in its entirety. Caught in 4K. Desmond, Mckenzie and Andrew Holness expose the entire government for that matter. What can go so?
What can go so?
Eh?
What can go so?
And God Almighty alone give it and take it away. Who is the government? For claim for say them and help the people them. For get house. Me know people right now we live in a PNP house, you know, through PNP program, you know. PNP never take it back from them. So what is this? Even if you talk about the indigenous program, I say again, I don't care if the people them don't have any land. Even if I hear government land, why would you take back the house from the people them? You call yourself a caring government? Make it make sense. Make it make sense, no man.
Did you guys hear what Desmond Mckenzie said
Sure
out
did.
of own mouth when
Sure
he was
did.
interviewed?
Sure
Wanna hear what the
did.
man say?
Sure
You have to
did.
have your own land. You have to have your own land for the unit built.
Exactly.
So Cliff Hughes, stop spread misinformation. Stop it. Because we are go by where Desmond Mckenzie said.
Exactly.
You understand me? Stop it. It is wrong. It is unacceptable. And me I call upon the PNP, me I call upon Mark Golding. Me I call upon Una need to do something about this. Una need to do something about this because people out here believe this mouthpiece and it is wrong. It is unacceptable. It's not right. Una lead with people astray and it need to stop.
And once that is done, we now proceed after the investigation to see whether or not the persons are eligible. They meet the criteria which is set out. Because you must be a part of a program that does not allow you on your own.
Do whatever the crunch you want with KFC's popcorn chicken. Delicious, crispy.
And there are cases where we have provided houses for persons
Already
who probably
know
are
about
not that destitute, but because of their circumstances, we have provided for them. Now, the Poor Relief Department of the municipal corporations retain responsibility for the units.
Yes.
So while you occupy those units, the Poor Relief Department does its monthly checking on the units. You are not allowed to do any addition to the units. The units come fully furnished. It is something that I when I came up with the idea of furnishing the units, we did it because there are cases where we saw persons have homes, but there is nothing for them to sleep on. So we figured it does make sense to give you a nice room, and then you have to sleep on
or furnish it.
So we provide the necessary furnishing for the unit.
Right.
Now, the unit cannot be rented. It is not for sale. No addition can be done to the unit. And the unit cannot be handed down to family. And we have cases where
the unit cannot be handed down to family. You cannot add on to the unit. This is what Desmond Mckenzie is saying. Does that sound like something that you own, ladies and gentlemen?
occupants have died, and the Poor Relief Department
Like and share the video.
the unit, and then it is handed over to someone else who is in need.
Absolutely.
So what we do, and we encourage persons to take care of the units. We notice that a lot of most of all of our units are built from concrete, and it has been done deliberately. One, we notice in the past year our indigent program, the previous indigent program, were mainly board units, and we're not knocking it because it was provided the shelter. But what we notice, there are a number of fires have occurred because a lot of persons go into these units, they have no proper electricity, and fire create havoc within these areas. So what we have done is that we have built concrete structures. It is wired. We encourage the occupants to legitimize their service with the Jamaica Public Service Company, legitimize their service with the National Water Commission. So you are getting, government is providing you with a house. All the government is asking you to do is pay for the light,
take on the responsibility,
and the water. That's
Absolutely.
Personal responsibility.
Yeah.
And I must say that we have seen where persons have responded in a very, very positive way. One of the things that we have introduced in the
So my viewers and subscribers, wanna hear what Desmond Mckenzie say out time own amount?
Yes.
Wanna hear what him say? Wanna hear what the man say? The man say, wanna have to have your own land or wanna get permission to build on the land, and then them a go come and do them checks and everything. And he say when them build the units on the land, it cannot pass down. The man just say it out time own amount. The man even go as far as say they have cases where people die and them retain the unit. And that the man say. So Cliff Hughes, your information where you come up with and a laugh and a giggle like you think this is fun to lie to the Jamaican people,
Exactly.
you need to stop it.
True,
you need
man.
to stop it. You understand? The indigent housing, and him say it himself, the indigent housing, you have your own land. So stop telling people about government land. Stop it. You're not too wicked and lie, man. You're not too wicked. My wisdom warriors, you tell me one thing. You know say me full of evidence, you know. You know say me not just talk, me come with proof. But them just a talk and a yap.
So, you hear what I thought my person will say. I know what my person laugh with nobody. Them get rid of them. Get it, people. Them can't go around it. You feel me I say? The truth is just the truth. And then the case with that young lady, you know, it look like a favoritism still. I'm not gonna tell no lie. You know, it look like a favoritism. It look like a
Jamaica
connection.
people me come for
We just go in of this particular reaction. We have more to come in the live stream. Don't go anywhere. But this particular reaction, we are going to end it off with this part here, so. You see me? Because I know me I post this separately.
address the labour rights them over Westmoreland this evening. In particular, the councillor for the Cornwall Mountain Division, Miss Danet Foster Allen, likewise the MP George Wright, or should I say independent MP George Wright. Jamaica, the Prime Minister say Miss Patricia aka movie star finally get her house, and we must join him on him platform today and watch him cut the ribbon. But I want to know the new social housing program where Andrew go around and give out, what makes you qualify to get one of those houses? Because when you look for movie star Patricia, me get to understand say she did get burn out in a 2020, but me not understand that because she get burn out means say you automatically go qualify for your house. Because if Michael Leachin house burn down a morning, that not mean say if you get one house from the government tomorrow.
Exactly.
So I want to know, because when you look on this a woman, you nothing about her poor and destitute. She bleached from top to bottom. She have $250,000 wig pan her.
No, me no know nothing about the wig them, you know. Me know say the wig them expensive, but Jaja.
Ed, she have grill in her mouth and braces.
No, the braces part serious. The braces part serious. It's serious.
And teeth and rubbings turn up. Me no understand she always
worse the rubbings. Mighty God.
Ball out! Whoa! We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out. From Portland. Take them out. I hear Portland. Me I go to Portland. Why me I travel to Portland? Take out somebody, man or woman.
Well, finally, I want to say to the people of Jamaica, we are at a tipping point. One of the things that Richard Pandoy, CEO of Shepherd, said to me today, that I can't understand why everybody's so silent, or why the people are so silent and I take all of this problem. And that's why I say, want the people of Jamaica to wise up and rise up and make the man them know. So we know that we are in a crisis and we're not tolerating those things anymore.
A corrupt government cannot liberate the people. If the head of the stream is corrupt, the entire river will be also.
Make them know, Marky G. Make them know.
May God bless the great institutions of the country.
That's right.
That keep the society together. May God bless the Integrity Commission that leads the fight against corruption in the land.
Hallelujah. Yes, yes.
Because corruption is a scourge against the will of God. And the institutions on earth that fight against corruption deserve our full support.
You know, see, I told them the day I turn on my phone ring on WhatsApp, and that I ringtone. People then turn around and look for me. People tell me what to think about that in the comment section, yeah, man. Let me tell you, Jamaica is not a real place.
Honey.